Curb appeal. You know it when you see it, and with the Home Depot, you can absolutely get it. Boost your curb appeal with the best brands at the best prices. From new garage doors to colorful flowers, from exterior lights to a new coat of paint, from inspiration to installation. You can get everything you need to boost your curb appeal on a budget. Like select special order windows and doors, now 15% off. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Offer valid through August 8th, U.S. only. See store for details.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Good Deeds Radio. This is, my team has always messed with me. I know you guys, y'all know me. I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am the platform builder. And what we are here to do, you know what we're here to do, to help you shine your light to the world. And your light is your goals, your dreams, your passion, purpose, and, of course, your destiny in life. And that's what we do here, because me, as being the platform builder, I help people identify their purpose if they're not aware. And then we build a platform so you can be seen, be heard, and guess what? Get paid. Amen. You have to monetize your purpose in life. Yes, yes, and yes. But first of all, we want to stop for a minute and just say thank you, thank you, thank you for still having us up there. We still hanging in that spot on number 57 of all the podcasts in the United States. So we just thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And, you know, it's a privilege and an honor to be below 200, right? So we just really grateful for that, and continue to download our, you know, the podcast on iTunes, you know, checking us out on YouTube, on our website, ReneeSunday.com, and, of course, all our social media platforms that we share our information. We want to say thank you for believing in us, right? But thank you. Guess what? Because we believe in you as well. Because you have the answer to somebody's pain, to somebody's pain point, to somebody, guess what? Their next. Because somebody right now, listening live or listening to the archive, have something that's been keeping them up at night at 3 a.m. in the morning. They're wondering what's really going on. And then when they close their eyes, they see themselves doing this, this, and this. But guess what? You can solve that problem, but you got to get away. You know what I'm about to say. You got to get out of that fear. False evidence appearing real, right? You got to get away from that. You know I can go on in, but I'm going to just behave. Let's get to the question very quickly of the question for Dr. Renee for this session. I just, my team, of course, yeah. They love to hand me or send me the question right when I'm online. You know, I like that format. They know that I'm going to do the three things. You know I'm going to do, right? You know, I'm going to be authentic, I'm going to show compassion and love, and I'm going to be consistent. Okay, but actually this stemmed from when I actually was in a beauty pageant in 2017. You know, I've won the media, not the media, but the Audience Choice Award, because I was able to answer the questions on a dime. And I said that's a gift, because, you know, it's all about, you know, God, not me. But the question for today is, Dr. Renee, we see you doing a lot of things with your brand. We see you doing a lot of things from corporate, from, you know, the corporate level. We see you doing a lot of things, of course, in ministry and church. But one thing we kind of noticed that you don't, now this, I'm reading it verbatim. Some of these questions I read verbatim, okay? Some of my paraphrase. They said one thing we can sense from you is you have peace. Another thing, the question is saying that you don't boast on a thing. And I'm reading it verbatim because this is actually a man of God that's written this question. And he says that, you know, you're a best-selling author for all the books that you've done and all the projects that you've done, all the things that you do, but you are very humble. You don't boast in a thing. But so anyway, and they want to know how do you get to that? Now, that's our question there. But first of all, to answer that question, first of all, of course, it's my faith. It's what I believe in God, and God has graced me to do so many things. And I can tell you, just real briefly, I grew up in poverty. You know that, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing about it is, my parents instilled in me very quickly that I'm beautiful and I'm wonderfully made, and I can do whatever I put my mind to. You know, they started at because I went through the bullying. I went through here we go, the rejection, the overachiever. I went through the unforgiveness, throughout my life. Like everybody else, I always have something that we have been through, okay? But my faith was always there, my faith. I knew that I had something inside. Didn't know what it was, okay? The people that's not trying to identify your purpose, but people would say when I came around that they felt better. So it wasn't comedy, because I didn't think I was, I wasn't like the Steve Harvey and the Cedric Entertainer, right? But I always was able to help someone feel better. And then, of course, as life takes it, I'm a board-certified anesthesiologist. Just my faith. But, of course, God has given me the mantle of being an apostle. But the thing about it is, guess what? I do study to show myself approved. Okay? So my team, they get tired of me sometimes. I know y'all love me. But I'm very diligent. I'm very careful in the things that I put out on social media because I want to represent, of course, my faith. I want to represent God. I want to make sure I do things in diligent and in order. And then sometimes we have an A, B, and C, and D is the one that works. You see what I'm saying? But the reason that I have peace, I have people around me that make me look good, and I pray that on you, on your business, on the things that you're doing, that you will actually attract people that can support you. But guess what? I support them as well in the things that they do. So you see what I'm saying? You see how this thing goes? But the key is you need to realize quickly it's not about you. You need to realize that you're a servant. You need to realize that all this we're doing is not for us. It's actually to help somebody else come closer to their destiny in life. Okay? So, of course, I will call this young man and we'll have more detailed conversation. But that was just short and sweet. I have peace because it's been a journey that I realized quickly in the things that I was doing, especially being an anesthesiologist. That is not about me. I have to make sure that I'm the police officer, okay, when the patient comes into the operating room. And those skill sets that I acquired in the medical field came right over to my business and the things that I do. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And then that's why I teach people in regards to my coaching and all those things I do. You have it already inside. We just got to get it in the right package. We have to get the right language. We have to get things in the right, quote-unquote, place they need to be. Amen? I'm going to say amen to that. But we have a powerhouse with us this evening, afternoon, morning, depending on where you are. The amazing Carla R. Jenkins. What we're going to do real quickly, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to bring her in. And you know what? You know when I say it like that, you need to have your pen and paper ready because she's going to draw some bullets on you, some amazing things, guess what, that can change your life right now. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. We'll be right back.
This is John Schamberger, founder and CEO of Millionaires and Trainings Only. We are proud to support and listen to Good Deeds Live every Mondays and Thursday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time with your host, the platform builder, Dr. Renee Sunday. So remember, wherever your mind can conceive and believe in your purpose, it can achieve. And don't stop. Get it.
I know you want to say don't stop, get it. So don't say it so we can say it again before we go on. I say it a lot of times because it's a motivating thing to realize that you can't stop, you can't quit. You got to get it. We thank so much for our platinum sponsor, Mr. John Schamberger. Check them out. They have Millionaires and Trainers Only have an amazing platform in regards to the things that they do. They also have a radio show that you can be a part of that as well. But the thing about it is, guess what? You got to get your message out so somebody else can be relieved of the pain that they're going through, okay? So we'll talk about that later if you want to actually be an advertiser or if you want to be a sponsor or if you want your own radio show. But we want to get right on into this. Ms. Carla R. Jenkins, she's a CEO. So she's going to already tell you about some stuff. She's a CEO, right? She's a best-selling author, of 2 times, not just one. But the thing about it, and my team always set me up, and they go by the unction of the Holy Spirit, so I'm so glad. She talks about specializing in personal branding. Isn't that just what we were talking about in it? They always do it to me. But also project management and positive change management. She has so many degrees that the thing is, but when I know, I've never met this young lady, but I know through her posts, and this is a personal thing. I know through her posts, I know through the things that she say, because I when we got this interview together, you know, my team said, just read it. She's on point. The point that I'm saying is when someone sends you an email, sends you anything, you should know that they have a great heart. And I know she has that. Never met her, but you should be able to know by the spirit, the things that you do. So we want to welcome none other than Carla R. Jenkins to Good Deeds. Are you there?
I am. Thank you for having me, Dr. Sunday.
Hi. So, ladies and gentlemen, this amazing young lady. Now, do this, Carla, because, of course, I did not give you justice whatsoever. I only do a tip of the iceberg because I enjoy when people actually talk about what they do and how they serve the world. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and the amazing things that's going on in your life.
Sure. Thanks for having me, first and foremost, and congratulations on being in the top 100 podcast. That's extraordinary. But my name is Carla Jenkins. I'm CEO of Phenomenal Corporation. It's a project management consultancy group. I do have degrees. I have a bachelor's in international economics, master's in business administration. I also have project management professional certification degrees, certified Scrum Master. My goal is, regardless of if you're in the project management or not, to make sure that everything that you do is on time, under budget, organized, and efficient. So, that's a little bit about me. Also, my site is carlarjenkins.com, and I'm extremely proud that the website has cracked the Alexa Internet 1 million, which is good because Alexa Internet is the ranking of websites. So I've been doing the branding, the social media. All of my social media is Carla R. Jenkins, and as I mentioned, I also do project management.
Wow. Well, we want to celebrate you as well. Thank you. Woo! I'm just so excited about that because that's an amazing compliment. It's amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's just stop a minute because you business owners, y'all won't hear. She actually is doing analytics, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Analytics, she's actually doing things that she knows things are working in your branding. We do a lot of stuff, and I'll be honest, I did it too, that we can't even measure. So we need to be able to measure it. So we want to salute you. Ooh, I'm just so excited for you. That's amazing.
Well, thank you. But, in the beginning, it wasn't like it is now. So just being able to measure and see what's working and what's not working, that's why metrics are very important, because when you see what's working, then you can focus your attention on that. And it also saves a lot of time, but also a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Now, you saying it now. But let's step back a little bit, Carla, because a lot of people, I think almost, and I'm going to take a stab at this, pretty much most of the events that I've been a part of, and I'm a lot of events that's out there. Usually somewhere in the conversation comes up about branding. And what I love that you specialize in is personal branding. Kind of talk to us about that, because everybody have their own definition. But what is the actual working definition we should have in regards to personal branding for the things that we're doing?
Sure. Well, personal branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. And I feel a lot of reasons why people don't think they have a personal brand, or they're put off about it because they equate it to corporate America, such as Coke, Pepsi, Ford, even Amazon, Uber, things like that. But your reputation on your job is a form of your personal branding. And I focus on personal branding because originally, as I mentioned before, people would gravitate towards me because of my project management certifications. But when they were reading the blog on my site, they would look at how we use social media and personal branding towards getting the opportunities that I have. So I can also relate it to business owners when they think that branding is only for corporate America. Branding is a way of how you get your clients and how you separate yourself. that personal branding of your company can be how you're out there distinguishing yourself from everybody else in the marketplace. So that's why small businesses as well as individuals should consider branding.
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, wow, that's just so amazing. But, you know, a lot of people get it confused and say that, their products, for example, is their branding. But people really need to make that connection with you as a person. Tell us about that, because I think we get it confused about the services or the products we provide versus people just making that connection with really who Carla is, okay?
Oh, yes, people get that confused all the time. But one of the reasons why people will buy your products is their connection to you. So you have to look at personal branding of you as an individual as an extension of the customer service experience. So you're giving people an experience and deepening their connection and understanding what the product can do for you, but also you being the face behind the brand. So, yes, you can have the business, the products, the service offerings, but also yourself as a brand. And that can be part of the buying power. In a way, goodwill is on the balance sheet and it doesn't get monetized until you sell it. But look at your personal brand as like you being a goodwill ambassador and something that's positive that people consider when buying from you.
Mm-hmm. I like how you said that. That's powerful. But so with that being said, because a lot of, and I'll use myself as an example. A lot of people are, I think they call that word not parallel entrepreneur or serial entrepreneur, that you've been in, let's say, for example, even a 9-to-5. You've been in a 9-to-5 and now you're trying to branch out. Let's say, for example, even in media personality or even a coach, because coaching is very in consultation. How should we, because I get a lot of those questions myself. Of course, we're going to actually contact Carla, for a dive deep and a laser in our own personal, but I get that a lot myself with people in that transition, if you will, from the 9-to-5 to actually that entrepreneur, opportunity that they said, this is the time that I actually need to do this.
Sure. Well, what I would recommend is that you go out and look outside of just what's immediate to you. I would recommend going to, industry, professional association. Every single occupation has a professional association. So you take project management, you have the Project Management Institute, you have other project management professional certification organizations, and do that because they are up on the current trends of the industry, and then you would also be able to meet entrepreneurs in that space, and it affords you an opportunity to expand your professional network and to see whether or not you want to go into entrepreneurship in your current field or if you want to try something else. Also, if you're working, it in a way gives you a cover because it wouldn't look weird that you're going to the professional organization that's in your industry, and you can meet new people. You can also know stuff. Another thing that I would recommend are meetups because most meetups are free, and the benefit of a meetup is that they have practitioners, so they have people who are actually doing the work. So I'm a member of a few of them, and what I like about it is because they're practitioners, they also are doing the cutting edge, the latest software, the latest demonstration within the industry. So you're current, and you're right. I also have coaching. So right now, if you go to carlarjenkins.com/book a session, I have 4 different strategy sessions currently right now at $97, which are productivity, branding, project management, and time management sessions for further coaching. But that's what I would do if you want to transition from there, and then you get a more realistic picture from someone who's already doing it.
Yeah, I totally agree on that because, a lot of times we want to glean from people that's not even in the industry, and we need to be careful with that. We need to actually, of course, spiritually, we always say align ourselves with, like-minded people, but we actually need to do that, we need to do that in everything that we do and say. But let's get to this because I don't want time to run out here. In regards to project management, tell us a little bit more, because I've met me personally, I've met people that's actually certified in project management. But tell us a little bit more what's that in detail. Are we talking about something that, business owners can do, or special, or more projects that's on the corporate level, or even both?
You can do both. Anybody can do project management. I actually, before receiving my project management professional, I received my certified associate in project management, and I received it while I was working as an economist. So one of the great misnomers or myths is that you have to have the title of project management to actually sit for the project management exam, and that's not true, because I was an economist where I received my certified associate in project management, and then I was a program analyst when I received my project management professional certification that I've had for over 5 years. So anyone can do it. Businesses can do it, individuals can do it, corporations can do it. Matter of factly, some corporations, if you should inquire about training and development, they may pay for you actually to sit for the exam, because a project management professional is the gold standard of project management. It's instantly recognized throughout the world, and it does mean that you passed the litmus test in doing project management the right way.
I like that, but let's dive a little deeper in that. Are we saying, okay, you said business owners, so let's say, for example, I guess all of us know Bishop Jakes, and all of us pretty much know Lisa Nichols. Are we talking about, let's say, if they doing a tour, or if they doing a launch of a different aspect of their business? Kind of dive a little deeper in that, because, again, I'm saying this because I've experienced people talk about project management, and they made it seem like it was above entrepreneur's level.
No, that's wrong. Everything and anything can be a project. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're actually doing project management. So you have to look at it when you're doing, your schedule for the week. That's time management. That's schedule management. When you're doing the budget, that's cost management. When you're doing, you want to do looking at the quality of your products or your services, well, that's quality management. And if you're improving the product, then that's process improvement. So I just broke down the different aspects of project management. But no, project management is not above any entrepreneur. Actually, what you're doing is project management. Whether or not you work in corporate America or you work for yourself, you can be doing project management.
Yeah, that's good. You put that. You just real good with that, but that's your purpose. Amen. I'm glad. But tell us, because we see you in social media, like you said, doing a lot of things and transforming people's lives, and really being that change agent of so many people with your best-selling books and stuff like that. Let's talk about that just as well, because one thing we can see is you do the personal branding, the social media, and then the project manager, but you just really being that person that's actually bringing positive change to so many people. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. Actually, I got the idea of positive change from being on a change website, and they talked about changing the negative. I wrote about what about changing the positive. And I had to look at the fact that I experienced a lot of positive change in my life, and no one talks about that. So I started a website called positivitychange.com, which dealt with positive change and how to handle it. So say you receive a promotion or you receive more money or something, you have to know how to handle that if you want to continue the positive change. And also, I just felt it was just as easy to be positive as it is negative. So that's always how, I've been as a person, and always been my spirit. And then regarding social media, I just like to communicate, and I like video, I like audio. So I like communicating, sharing, and exchanging ideas with people. And when you go on my site, carlarjenkins.com, you see all that. you see the positivity, but you also see the learning and the communication and this changing of ideas. So that's where I got it from.
She's just amazing. I just love it. Carla, let's do this because you know how time goes by so quickly on these broadcasts. Tell us any, things that you have coming up, and we touched on it briefly, but I want to circle back on the different coaching aspect and the different, things that you are helping people with, that we can come to you on the entrepreneur level, and we can come to you as well if we in Fortune 500 corporate. Tell us a little bit more about your products and services, and you can interject, of course, anything that we may have missed, and then again tell us how we can support you on social media and also your website as well.
Sure. Well, I do have right now, I'm a 2-time Amazon bestseller. I have the book, Expand Your Personal Brand, the workbook, and the bundle. They're all on my site. You can click on the shop tab. I also have other products such as project management, also time management bundles. Those are all in between $47 and $97. That's on carlarjenkins.sales.com. That's on my website. Furthermore, as I mentioned, I have right now strategy sessions, all $97 a piece for productivity, project management, time management, and branding. And I'm doing those at that rate at a limited time, which is a steal because if anyone knows, project management is not going for $97. It's going for way more than that. But I wanted to make it accessible to people. Also, we have a free 15-minute consultation that you can also book on the page at carlarjenkins.com/book a session. And what I essentially do, whether or not it's business or individuals, I just take you through the plan on how you need to implement it. So what's good project management isn't the way I see it. It's the way that it would benefit you. And then finally, I also do corporate training. I've done online corporate training before. So in addition to project management, I also do IT service management. So I do IDLE trainings, which is IT project management and computer related. And finally, as I mentioned on social media, all of my social media is carlarjenkins.com, from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Everything is Carla R. Jenkins.
I have to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I think, we talk about Facebook and Instagram a lot, but I think we actually first became acquainted actually through LinkedIn, if I'm not mistaken. And people need to not, as somebody said, don't sleep on LinkedIn.
No, LinkedIn is very big, especially for entrepreneurs. Don't feel just because, once again, LinkedIn is very corporate, but it's very beneficial for entrepreneurs. And as an entrepreneur, you can look at people you can hire from LinkedIn, because most of the people you're probably looking for probably have a LinkedIn profile. I believe there's over 500 million people on LinkedIn. So your future workforce is on LinkedIn. So don't be intimidated, once again, because LinkedIn has all of the Fortune 500 company profiles. As entrepreneurs, you should also join LinkedIn, and you should check it out also.
Oh, yeah. I was sleeping for a minute on LinkedIn and Google Plus as well. But we got back in the game pretty quick, pretty quick on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we know we want to give you things that you can actually implement and take advantage of right away. I mean, I've gotten speaking engagements. I've actually gotten guests for the radio, the TV. I've gotten speaking engagements for myself and actually other people to be on the platform. I've even gotten sponsors that do in-kind, sponsors that actually are anonymous, and sponsors that, that you see that we display, throughout events. Guess what? From LinkedIn. And actually, if you look at my profile, I still need to check out Carla and get a little get my game up a little bit more, because like she said, how many you said people on LinkedIn?
500 million people.
See, look at that. And see, because, and I'm not dashing Facebook. I love Facebook, but if you notice that a lot of, no matter what your, depending on, let me put a quotation, depending on what your demographics, a lot of engagement, if you will, from Facebook is not allowing us to really do that like we used to be able to do. You can still, inbox people and stuff like that, but, Instagram is kind of taking that over. But just think about it. As of now that I know of, you can still send someone a direct message on LinkedIn, and still a little bit on Twitter. So we need to take advantage of that. And Carla, you see someone to follow. I mean, seriously, I need to actually get a strategy session myself to get that Alexa thing she talking about. And y'all, I don't hide my game, amen. So it is what it is. But I really want to thank you so much that I actually finally, have the wonderful voice with the actual, all the information, the blogs I've read that you really inspire me, you motivate me, and you really have kept it, and I have to let you know you've kept me straight in regards to my personal branding. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when I first started, I'm telling you, and I'm going to just be transparent, some of the coaches that I came across told me to do a lot of things that ended up I had to what they say in the old days, paddle back, if you will, because all over social media I was known as the certified anesthesiologist. So all the things that I do now, if you Google me now, most likely it's all the things that I'm doing now, but of course the anesthesiologist is there. But it's a way of doing that. That's the reason I'm taking the time to saying that. And this young lady here is the one that I wish I knew you then. But I learned, and I'm able to share, that information so people won't do that, and I refer them right over to Carla because she knows how to do that and do it very well. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And actually, my team told what they telling me. They telling me, can you say your website one more time, please?
Sure. It's CarlaRJenkins.com, spelled CarlaRJenkins, CarlaRJenkins.com.
Mm-hmm. Well, great. Well, again, we do thank you for being in your purpose, and also we thank you for taking time out your busy schedule and being a guest here on Good Deeds. If you need us for anything, please don't hesitate to contact us.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. Amen. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, I know. Hold on. The replay will be ready soon because I know you didn't get all that, right? But please connect with my sister. I mean, she's a powerhouse. I read her blog all the time. So, as they said, when you're running for office, I do endorse her. She's a powerful young lady. And read her story. She has it on her website. Very clean website. That's another thing I forgot to tell her. Hopefully she'll hear this on the replay unless she's still in queue. Very clean website, actually. We do so much in regards to the things that I'm doing. We cleaning ours up, so kind of watch out. We're going to clean it on up a little more, amen? But the thing is, you have to stay. I got to say this for somebody because I feel it, that you have to be evolving. You have to evolve and do better and better and better. A lot of people, especially business owners, would not step out on faith. I'm going to say that. Step out and do something because they wanted to be perfect. None of us would ever be perfect. You got to step out. That's why I always say you got to believe, you got to trust, you got to walk it out, right? But here on Good Deeds, we love you. If you want to be a guest on our broadcast, you can do that. The radio, TV, we also have a magazine. We've been graced that every cover that we've had so far has sold out, especially the last one with Bishop Jenkins on there. And actually, we got a big order in that somebody ordered today, and so we actually going to kind of do another relaunch on that because it was for our summer, and guess what? Summer's still here, right? So we're going to actually do that. But you can buy those anytime, on our website and then different things that we're doing. But if you want your own radio show, you want your own TV show, actually people have asked me how to launch their own magazine. So, we're working on that as well because, of course, we have to do it in the spirit of excellence. Amen? Okay, there you go. And we also have a publishing company. We can publish your books. We can publish your magazines. We can publish we got a stage play and those type of poetry I love. And we also have a nonprofit organization called the Sunday Foundation. If you want a foundation that you can volunteer or donate, we actually have an educational piece, a mentorship, and also a SUN program, S-U-N. And what we do with that is we help loved ones that have family members in the intensive care unit. So if you're affiliated with a hospital or even a nursing home, please contact us because, we got to do and help our brothers and sisters. We have to do it. We have to do it, okay? Right? Okay, our website is www.reneesunday.com. Again, that is www.renee, R-E-N-E-E, Sunday, S-U-N-D-A-Y. And also the coaching that I do, I do grief counseling, I do business coaching, media coaching, and, of course, purpose coaching. If I'm not a fit, I'm going to find someone that's going to help you out, okay? But always remember, you do have a calling. You have a reason you were born. You're not a mistake. You got to do the three things. You got to believe. You got to trust. You got to walk that thing out. I got to do it too, amen? You got to don't stop. Here's the time to say it. You got to get it. You got to get your purpose, and you got to get your purpose now. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's because Lowe's has exclusive offers this week just for Pro customers. For 2 days only, ask for 5% off all purchases made in-store. And when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account, save an additional 5%. That's 5% off all purchases and an extra 5% if you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. See the Pro Desk in-store for more details. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. Offer valid 8/1/32, subject to credit approval and can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Excludes Lowe's Visa Rewards cardholders. U.S. only. Pros in the know start with Lowe's because Lowe's has exclusive offers this week just for Pro customers. For 2 days only, ask for 5% off all purchases made in-store. And when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account, save an additional 5%. That's 5% off all purchases and an extra 5% if you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. See the Pro Desk in-store for more details. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. Offer valid 8/1/32, subject to credit approval and can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Excludes Lowe's Visa Rewards cardholders. U.S. only.